Right, so Foamstars. It's out. It exists. It's actually a game that you can play. So yeah, we're just gonna. Purpose of this video is just my first impressions with the game. I've been playing it for a couple of days now. I haven't played a huge amount. But I've played a little bit, and we're just gonna go in and show off what the game is all about. Basically, to give the gist of what the game is, it's Splatoon, but not.
If you're a real star, you can sure as hell grab one.
It's kind of Splatoon in the way where and I'm trying to explain how it's similar to Splatoon, having never played Splatoon. But from what I understand, the point of Splatoon is to cover.
Yay! Thanks for choosing me. This party's about to get really fun.
The whole point of Splatoon is to cover the arena. The point of Foamstars is to knock out opponents. This is a lot more PvE. It's also a lot more flashy than I think I've seen of Splatoon. There's a lot more focus on.
Hello everyone, and a huge welcome to Foamstars.
Just you watch. Melties is going places.
There's a lot more emphasis on the special moves and
So, let's party bubble style.
having like big special moves, and it does very much feel like a Square Enix thing in that regard. There is an actual like mission campaign mode. It's not the most in-depth thing.
Melties, big campaign. Have a free taste, everyone.
Yeah, the whole point is basically just knock out other people.
See you in Melties heaven. Ready. Melties, something promo. Yeah.
Yeah, the game is not necessarily as fast-paced as I expected it to be.
I'm not finished yet. All right, that star needs a taste of Melty's ice cream.
Okay.
Have a free taste, everyone!
Oh, damn it. Ow. I don't actually know what... I didn't realise you could get friggin... I think showing this off actually shows off the biggest problem with the game. And it's just... You have no idea what's going on most of the time.
Here I go! Okay, everyone, let's protect our star! Okay, everyone ready for a tasting?
Ow.
My turn!
I think that... Yeah, the main thing is just... It is kind of chaotic and not in the best way. I don't think. Obviously, I've only been playing for a couple of days, and this isn't a character that I'm necessarily good at. But I think it's definitely one of those ones where if you once you find a character, that's when the game will kind of get better for you. But I think there's a definite issue with character balancing. I think there are specific characters that are very good, and anyone with like an assault weapon you're gonna find having a better time. Yeah, it does get fast-paced eventually. Like once you're in it, it does get fast-paced. And like the actual specials are really good as well. I think that's the main draw of the game, is how good the specials are. And I'm not doing the best job at showing off. What the game is all about. Oh, ah. Ah.
For a whole year to the first
Yeah,
Christmas year.
I don't know if I'm showing off the game the best, because obviously I'm doing terribly. But,
Oh, no, not our star player.
I mean, there are people that are doing a lot better than, obviously, me. But I haven't been playing the game for that long, so
Thanks, everyone.
you can kind of...
But it was a heaping scoop of fun.
I suppose this is adequate.
Wait, what? I actually did the best that round. But yeah, the main thing I've been focusing on at the moment is mission mode. And herein lies the problem. Mission mode is kind of boring. Like it's where you're gonna like figure out
I hope it doesn't get out of control.
Mission start.
it's where you're gonna like learn all of the characters. And it's also where you're gonna get a little bit of the game's quote unquote lore. There isn't much. Basically, you've got a pop star, a gamer, a engineer, a social outcast, a friggin' an eco warrior that was trained by a SEAL. And by that I mean an actual SEAL, not a Navy SEAL. And the game's quote unquote actual like superhero. But I think the main issue with this and with the single player stuff is that it's just not great. It just feels like this is an afterthought, and this is a thing that they shoved into the game. The main point of the game is the co-op stuff, and unfortunately, the co-op stuff is just very chaotic, which could be a good thing for some people. For me, I'm not too fond of it at the moment. Obviously, once I find a character that I really like, then I'll probably get into it even more. The biggest thing, the thing for me, is
Please come in. Highly recommended.
yeah, this is an issue. This is the biggest issue for me. Yeah, the game is free to play. I can get behind. I understand the game is free to play. Sure. Cool. But this is extortionate.
Do consider all options.
Yeah, this is a problem. The surfboards don't do anything. The costumes don't do anything. The season pass, at least with this, the season pass is A, cheap, and B, relatively good bang for your buck. You get a new character who, at first glance, from what I just played, seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. We get a lot of A lot of this kind of stuff. Skins, we get a lot of skins. We just get a lot of cool stuff. Oh, and you get the character free. You get the character free. If you don't, even if you don't, purchase the, even if you don't purchase. So that's a bonus on the game anyway. Just throwing in a free character. But yeah, overall, I don't know. I don't know if I'm super sold on it yet. I think that the core gameplay style is fun, and I think the whole idea of covering an arena is fun, and the special moves are good, and I just think there needs to be a bit more of a focus on the single player stuff, in my opinion, because multiplayer is only good for so much. And also, there's only 2 multiplayer modes at the moment. A third one when Ranked comes out. But at the moment, there's just not a huge amount in the game. Like mission mode, mission mode. It's essentially 3 horde modes per character, and there's not even
Get out of control.
friggin'. It's a glorified tower defense mode. I just would have liked there to be a bit more to this.
How about a donut hole filler? More surface area for eating. Bye!
It's just... So yeah, I think overall the game is only okay at the moment. I don't think it's a horrible letdown. I think it's actually better than expected, almost. There's certainly a lot more variety. All the characters feel different. They all feel fun. That's the most important thing. Balancing aside, they're all fun. I feel like the bulk of what the game is about is just the differentiation of the characters, making the characters feel unique. And I'm excited to see what else they do with the characters. I just would like to see more single player stuff, and even if that's just expanding the mission mode to include the seasonal characters as well. Because there are 8 characters playable in the game at the moment, and only 6 of them have mission modes. That's just not great, is it? So yeah, I would like at least an expansion on that. Ideally, a more interesting kind of like campaign mode, I guess. would be the case. Because from what I understand with Splatoon has a campaign. And Splatoon has like a story mode, I think. I've seen a couple like boss compilations of it. But yeah, there are bosses in here, but I don't think they're going to be memorable. Yeah, I think with some like cleaning up, no pun intended, there is a decent game in here. It's just the monetization is a bit heavy-handed. The season pass I think is fine. I think it's fine. If you want to shortcut yourself to get the new character, then that's fine. You can get her for free if you just play the game a lot. But the cosmetic stuff I think is too expensive at the moment. I know the game's free, but 36 quid for a skin and a surfboard is a lot. It's quite a lot. And obviously Square Enix hasn't been good with live service in the past, so I'm not... Obviously this is a different team and a totally different kind of game to what Avengers was, but I do still have nightmares about that, and I don't want to go through that situation again. But yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic at where this game can go, because I think at this point it's all style, no substance. But I think it will be interesting to see what this game looks like an hour, or not an hour, fucking hour? A year from now. With a few more characters, hopefully some more maps, hopefully some more interesting maps, because all of the maps kind of bleed into each other and they all kind of feel the same. But yeah, I don't know, it's just it's hard to think of much positive to say about the game at the moment, when I think that the core of the game, the crux of the game, the multiplayer, is just a bit messy, and I think the mission mode is nigh on the verge of being boring. So yeah, it's mainly just the characters and how unique all of them are, and the presentation, I think, of the game that's going to keep me playing. And also just getting good and learning the characters as well. Because I do still have like a want to play the game, but it's just, I wish that the single player stuff was better, because that's what I would spend most of my time doing. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of the game. And if you've been playing it, if you haven't, let me know why. I think the game is only on PlayStation, but it is one of the free games for this month on the PSN thingy. I think it's free anyway. At least I hope it's free anyway. I wouldn't want to pay any more than nothing for this game. But yeah, I know I've been overly negative, but I do think that there's promise here. I think that there's something here, and I don't want to be that guy that's like, it's a live service game, so that means it's constantly going to get better. A live service game can constantly get worse until it dies. But I think there's almost a good thing with having a live service game release that's free, that releases a little bit bare bones. It's almost the caveat is that it's free, and if it's free, it releases a little bit bare bones, and then the cool stuff can be added later on. Obviously, I would prefer the game to release with cool stuff. I think the characters that are in the game are all cool already. There's more to a game than just characters. If the cool stuff comes later, and by later I mean in a month, there should be something cool that makes me want to jump in and play the game every day. At least within the first month of the game's launch. Like, that's just how a game like this should work. I think if there isn't something really, really cool that completely changes the game and it's like, this is really fun and this is what the game should be about going forward. I think if that doesn't come within a month, then I think that's a big problem. Obviously, at the moment, I just think they've put the attention into the stuff that I think is important for now and is going to get people hooked for now. But in the long term, there needs to be a good game or a fun thing to take the characters into. Because there's one thing having characters that are fun in a game that feels bland and a bit lifeless. But I just hope that they go and make a game mode, ideally single player, that does feel fun and feels as fun as the characters are, if that makes sense. I went on for a bit longer than I thought I would, but yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of Foamstars at the moment. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.